Until few months back, I used to work probably 20 to 25 hours a week. So I had a lot of free time. And on days that I didn't have any shift, I used to wake up around 10 a.m. And immediately after waking up, I'll start scrolling on Instagram, watch all these dumb reels, and then watch YouTube videos that were mostly entertaining and nothing informative, nothing from which I could learn from. Basically, I was a very, very lazy person. But this year, I plan to be more productive and do something productive every single day. So whether I have a shift or not, I wake up at 7 a.m. every single morning. And let me tell you what I do waking up at 7 a.m. So basically, I don't watch any reels on Instagram. I don't even touch my phone in the morning. As in, when I go to brush my teeth, I listen to podcasts, like very informative podcasts. And I've spoken about this in another video. I will put the link down below. You can check that out as well. So basically, my YouTube channel was doing very well in the beginning when I started it 2 years back. It was getting thousands of views, 100,000 views, 200,000 views. So it was fine. It was doing well, but then I didn't post for about 8 to 9 months. So there was a big break. And I didn't want to just leave my channel like that because I put in so much hard work to get all the subscribers and get those views for the first few videos. So basically I started posting videos again. Right now I post one video a week and I do everything by myself. Previously I had a team handling everything for me, the editing, posting. They used to do every single thing. I only used to shoot the videos, and some videos even they used to shoot it for me. But now I shoot my own videos, I edit them, I post, I do everything by myself. And because of this big break, I'm hardly getting 2000 views a video. I'm trying to stay motivated because I know why I started it. Sometimes I do get demotivated because when I think that a video will do well, it hardly gets any views. I keep waiting that suddenly it might take off, but then it doesn't. I'm not getting enough views, but I'm just trying to stay motivated and stay consistent and stick to posting one video a week. I also wasn't posting regularly on Instagram. I used to post probably one post in 2 weeks, but then now I've been posting a minimum of 3 posts a week. I've been doing certain things to stay productive and motivated, and in this video I'm going to share all that with you. Before we get into the video, please do check out my blog. The link is in the description. I have made a blog for this particular topic and other similar topics as well. My blogs are mostly related to lifestyle, relationships, and health. Now, the first and most important thing is to remember what motivated you in the first place. So basically, as I said, I didn't want to let my YouTube channel go and I started all over again. Whether it's starting a new project or starting a fitness journey, whatever it is, something would have motivated you in the first place. So whenever you feel like you're losing motivation, always think about what motivated you in the first place and why you even started it. There are going to be people who demotivate you. There are going to be situations where you get demotivated by yourself. So every time this happens, you need to remind yourself why you started in the first place. You need to stop multitasking. I know sometimes you get excited to do a lot of things at the same time because you have a lot of things in your hand that you need to do and things that you need to get done. But if you multitask, then you probably won't get your work done at the right time and it will lack quality. So if you want to be more productive, try to do one task at a time. Take a break. However busy you are, try and take breaks. So every single day you have to take breaks between your work. Suppose you have to work say 7 hours. Suppose you have to study for 7 hours. Instead of sitting for 4 hours studying and then taking a little break and then studying for another 3 hours, take a break every 1 hour. Say for every 1 hour that you study your work, take a 10-minute break. Or for every 40 minutes that you study your work, take a 5-minute break. If you do this, you'll get more stuff done and you'll also stay motivated and you won't experience burnout. Taking short breaks will also increase your motivation and it will not lead you to getting burnt out because it's very easy nowadays for us to just feel exhausted and then altogether stop doing things for days. If you experience burnout, then you'll probably not want to work for a few days altogether, or you'll just not want to study for a few days. If you don't want that to happen, then every single day while you're doing your tasks, take tiny breaks in between. Time blocking is another thing that I love to do. So every time I do the time blocking method, I stay motivated, and I have not been doing that in the past few months. As in now I've started, but few months back I wasn't doing it and I was feeling extremely demotivated, and I never did anything productive except go for work. I didn't do anything apart from that. But now, since I've started structuring my time, having my calendar and planning out my days, I've been so much more productive, like 10 times more productive. You can plan your days by having a calendar. So I use Excel. Personally, I think Excel works fine for me, but you can also have Google calendars, or you can get calendar templates on Canva if you want any fancy ones. But for me, Excel works fine. I always plan my stuff 2 weeks in advance. So if I have to sit down today and plan, then I plan for the next 2 weeks. All the content that I have to do, or any other work that I have to do, my assignments, everything will go on my calendar with the time that I have to sit and do it. And it'll also have the breaks. I plan everything like in detail: work block, breaks, my classes, everything will go systematically, so that I don't have to wake up one day and be like, what do I have to do today? Instead, everything will just be there on my calendar, and that way I just know what to do today and I get stuff done easily and there's no postponing. At the end of the week, when I look at my calendar, I see my schedule and I feel so happy about it, because whatever was there in my schedule, I got every single thing done and I did not postpone anything to the next week. This is an advantage of having a calendar and following it religiously. For those of you who don't do this, just try it for a month, try it for 4 weeks, plan everything. You don't have to plan everything 2 weeks in advance like I do. You can plan for the next 1 week and follow it properly. At the end of the month, you'll feel so good and you'll probably want to continue doing this. Just try it for a month, you'll thank me. I'll give you another example. So if I have 3 tasks that I have to do today, I have to get it done today no matter what, because if I do only task 1 and 2 and then I get lazy and I don't want to do the other task, I look at my calendar to try and fix it somewhere else. I generally schedule my tasks with small breaks in between and not a lot of buffer time, because I know for a fact that if I have buffer time like during the weekend, then during the week, is that a fly? Oh my god, that's a fly. Anyway, so during the week, I will probably get lazy in between and try to postpone some stuff to the weekend, which I don't want to do for sure. So when I plan my stuff, I plan in a way that I won't have any extra time to postpone anything. Do the hardest things first. For example, I feel that editing my videos is not as hard as sitting in front of the camera like this and creating videos. So this is basically a harder task for me. So what I do is, the most productive time for me, I feel, is during noon and towards like late afternoon. So I try to do the hardest stuff during this time when I feel I will be most productive. I'll probably sit and shoot my videos at this time, and then evening after 5 o'clock probably I'll start editing my videos, making the thumbnail, posting on Instagram. I do all of that later on in the evening. I know doing the hard things first is not what we generally want to do. We will probably get lazy and want to do the hard stuff later, but the most productive hours must be used to do the hard stuff. When you get all the hard things done during these productive hours, later on during the day, you will feel really good. This only enhances productivity and you'll have a positive vibe for the rest of the day. Setting boundaries is another very crucial thing. For example, if you don't set boundaries, first of all, what is setting boundaries? You need to have work-life balance. If you work too hard or too many hours a day with very little breaks, as I said, you are going to experience burnout. When you experience burnout, you're going to be so frustrated that you're not going to work for a few days, or you're not going to be able to study for a few days. We definitely don't want that to happen. So instead of pushing yourself to that stage, take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself first before work. Always health comes before work and everything else. Health comes first. You need to make space and time for your personal well-being. For example, I always have a morning routine. Sometimes I don't have a night routine because if I have a very long day, then I can't sit at night and journal and do all these different things. Instead, I have a morning routine every single day, no matter what, because I need time for myself, because I care for myself. The 1.5 hours after I wake up is for getting ready, listening to podcasts. You can have a morning routine or a night routine, or both morning and night routine. You can also work out. You can go out twice a week or at least once a week. Doing all of this is very important for your health, and health as I said, comes first before work and everything else. So do this, take care of yourself, and then automatically you'll feel productive and you won't be experiencing burnout. Setting small goals. So basically, we'll all have these big goals, but then it's more practical to break that big goal into smaller, more practical goals. You need to break it down into smaller, more achievable steps. Doing this actually helped me a lot with my fitness journey. And for example, now as I said, I want to grow my YouTube channel. I can't just be like, I need to get 100k subscribers in the next 6 months. It's a very big goal, right? So I break it down into smaller goals. This month I have to post 4 videos. I have to promote that on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I have to improve my editing skills a little bit. So I'm just taking tiny steps towards my 100k subscribers goal. So if you see, my goal for each month is small. 4 videos, slightly better editing, posting on my other socials. I'm just going to keep following that consistently, and maybe in 6 months I'll have 100k subscribers. I hope. So basically what I'm trying to say is, to achieve your big goal, you'll have to set smaller, more achievable, practical goals and stay consistent and get them done so that eventually you'll achieve your bigger goal. I like to reward myself by either buying some makeup product or shoes. I like to buy nice fancy shoes. Fancy as in not expensive. Nice looking shoes which are comfortable, but I don't really spend a lot of money. I don't buy really expensive stuff, but I buy nice shoes for myself. So last year basically I worked really hard and my job is very physically demanding. I rewarded myself by buying New Balance shoes and this watch as well. This is a Daniel Wellington watch. I really liked it. I saw it online. I saved up and I bought this one, and then I bought a New Balance pair of sneakers for myself. Another thing that I like to do is visualizing success. So if I have a goal, I actually visualize that I completed it, I achieved my goals, I did what I have to do to actually achieve it and at the right time. So I practice manifestation. I don't know if all of you know about it, but you might have definitely heard about manifestation. I've made a video about manifesting and how I manifested things in my life, and in that video I've spoken about 20 things that I've manifested, and also the ways that you can manifest, basically the techniques. I'll put the link for that video down in the description. Do have a look, because manifestation works for me. It's basically the law of attraction. It has worked for a lot of people. It's just like a proven thing. And yeah, so this point is basically telling you to visualize success. It actually works. It just acts as a continuous reminder of why you're actually putting in so much to do all of this. And the last one is embracing failure as a learning opportunity. We've all heard of this. Failure is a stepping stone to success. We have heard so many stories, all these success stories where people have failed multiple times before they achieve their goals. Don't get demotivated with failure, because you only grow from it. For example, my own YouTube channel, I told you, after the big break, now it's not doing well at all. So basically I have failed as a YouTuber, but then now I'm starting again because I'm learning where I went wrong. I am trying to learn how to edit better. I'm just learning from every failure. How can I make my videos better? How can I get more views? How can I just get better at what I do? So instead of getting demotivated, take it up as a challenge. Take your failure as a challenge and try to learn something and get better at it. Another example is that as a model, when you're going for different auditions, you will get rejected. You're not going to be accepted for every single project. You will be rejected at many auditions. And the same thing happened to me right from the beginning. So from year one itself, I faced so many rejections, but I could sustain as a model in this industry for 11 years only because after every single rejection, I learned how to get better. I did not let it demotivate me, because if it had to demotivate me, then I wouldn't have been able to model for so many years. I learned how to get better at dialogue delivery and acting and whatever had to be done to get through these auditions. And learning after each and every failure made me better, and it just helped me stay more motivated and keep learning after every failure. So failures don't really affect me because I know that if I learn, I will get better at it. So to conclude, these are the tips and tricks to make your days feel better. Whether it's focusing on setting small goals, giving yourself breaks, and focusing on one thing at a time, they all add up to make you a more productive and happier person. So when things get tough, Remember to take care of yourself and keep going because you've got this. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody who you think it will help. And do check out my blog and my Instagram. The link is in the description. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.